Hey everyone, this is Prince Watercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Illusion of Gaia. In the last episode, we explored Frisia and we learned about the labor trade that is going on over there. Unfortunately, Eric tried to free some laborers and got caught. But we did rescue him, and we were told about this diamond mine where Eric wants us to free even more laborers. So that's what we're doing right now. Also, new special move, the Dark Friar for Freedom. It is definitely going to help us get rid of that one enemy that we couldn't reach, as there's no other way of doing so. So all we need to do is head out of this room and get back to that enemy that we couldn't hit before. If you couldn't already tell, you will need this ability in order to advance. And here's that enemy. He was the only one left, so we get that defense point bonus. Also, we got rid of that barrier there, so we can just climb up these stairs and continue on up this ramp. If you go in here, you'll free this guy. By talking to this laborer, you'll find out that there's some even deeper levels to this mine. He will give you this key in order for you to go deeper. Now, there is an elevator that we need to get to. I skipped it in the last video, but that's alright. We're gonna have to get to that door anyway, whether we want to or not. And it's actually right back at the beginning, so all we need to do, I could have went up that ramp again just to make this a little easier, but oh well. All we need to do is head back to the beginning and then head a little bit to the right of that. And it'll be a little easier if I run in some parts. That'll definitely help. Let's see here. Okay. Doors to the left. Alright. Now that we're back here, drop down here. We are now at the beginning. And there is a little door here. There's one keyhole in this door. And if you read the sign, elevator entrance. Use that door to get to the elevator. Well, we have the elevator key, so let's equip it and press the B button on it when we're near the door. And we will use the elevator key to open this door. And you don't get to hear the strange sound that it makes when you open it, sadly. We get another little enemy-less corridor here, followed by another lift. Actually, it's the only lift that we've seen, I believe. You can only switch directions. You can't move until you get off the elevator, which only happens when you get to go to a complete stop. But at least the wind does move your hair around. Anyway, there's another door here with two keyholes. Now, there are two areas here, one to the left and one to the right. We're going to go to the left first, but you can do the one on the right first if you want. This is the morgue, if you couldn't already tell from that dialogue box that quickly popped up and disappeared. It said morgue. There are 6 enemies here, and you want to take care of all of them before leaving the room. Now that you have the Dark Friar, you can easily kill these guys in one blow. And there's one more to go. There he is. I remember to check the center this time. That way I didn't leave him for last. And we've increased our strength by 1 point. Now, go to the lower right corner. You'll see something sparkling near this lonely corpse. Press A while you're standing in that general area where that sparkle was, and you will find Mine Key A. You'll need both of the mine keys in order to open the door that is here. Thankfully, the area to the right is a little more interesting. All you need to do is just destroy all these enemies. That's part of it. You also have to reach the end of this maze, so that way we can get Mine Key B. And he just turned to stone, so I couldn't hit him. And then he got the laser on me. Great. Good thing I could hit him that first before he could turn to stone again. And I'm doing a lot of damage here. And now that we have one more enemy left to go, let's just go ahead and just hit him from a distance with the Dark Friar. And we'll refill our hit points while getting one more for the maximum value. And we'll also cut that chain with the Dark Friar too, because it can do that. By talking to the laborer, you'll get Mine Key B. Now that you have both Mine Keys A and B, we can finally get out of here and open the 2 keyholes to the door. We can finally open that door. So, why not? Thankfully, this is a rather short and straightforward maze, so getting out of here shouldn't be that much of a hassle. Now we are here. Also, the one to the left is A, the one to the right is B. And they both have different designs too. There's A, and there's B. And we get a music change. That means something big is about to happen. It's Sam, Remus, and Imus. Cut the chains and talk to them. Thank you. Our home village is far across the ocean. If you could go there, help the villagers to regain their strength. Thank you. All living things in our home country have grown strange. People have turned to stone. Some are sick with unknown diseases. And this must be Sam. Thank you. I heard from Eric that your friend has lost his memory. Legend says that there's a song that brings back the past. Please let him hear it. Sam hums a strange melody. You've learned a memory melody. I need a favor. May I have the prison key and the melody of the wind as a souvenir of our meeting? I'm sure I'll never use it again. Well, you could probably already tell that we're not going to use either of those items again, and since we couldn't get rid of them manually, this is the only way that the game lets us get rid of them. So, at least the game is very nice to us in that regard. So that means 2 more empty spaces of inventory that we can take advantage of again. All that's left to do is to take the lift back, and we'll have to head out of here manually, because the game doesn't warp you out of here as soon as you've learned the memory melody. You have to get back to the beginning and exit all on your own. Thankfully, since we were so close to the beginning, that's not really a hard thing to do. Oh, we were close to the beginning. Yeah, apparently the second area is where the elevator was. But we are now back at the beginning, and we are now out. Also, we will have automatically transformed back into Will, so going to Frisia as Frieden is pretty much a non-issue at this point. We have no place else left to go, so once you're done in the diamond mine, head back to Frisia. Also, do I get anything else from getting those 3? Because those are the only 3 in the diamond mine. And yes, we do have 17. We are up 3 from 14. Let's see the inventory. Okay, we need 20 for the next reward. Alright. Alright, we can drop down now and head back to the hotel, but first, I want to equip... Well, first of all, I want to get everything organized first, and then equip this, the memory melody. This is the one-time use only. item, and once you use it, it will disappear from your inventory. Once you play the melody in your lance, you'll slowly get his memory back. You also get this fine, interesting set of dialogue, and it's pretty interesting and it's pretty deep. What is this place? Somehow, I feel a little homesick. I feel like I'm back in the womb. Okay. Everything that's happened and the people I've met are pouring into my head. I was raised in the town of South Cape. When my father didn't come back from an expedition, the most important thing in my life was gone. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't stand my father using soldiers to invade other countries. It's awful when someone loses their life. What had taken years to put together was destroyed in one moment. I wonder if Seth is alright. People live on because they forget about unpleasant things. That's probably the deepest thing that we've noticed so far. Also, the music here, if you ever go to a dark portal, save, and then press select no when you're asked to continue, that's the music that plays. It's pretty awesome. You'll hear it again in the ending, too. What have I been doing? What's happened to everyone? Lance, your memory is back! I was worried! I wondered what would happen. I guess everyone was worried. I'd take care of someone in the same situation. Well, there's an eccentric inventor in the woods nearby. Shall we go? I think his name is Neil. Did you say Neil? That's the same name as my lost cousin! My cousin Neil the inventor flew in the sky in a thing called an airplane. So Will and his group went to the inventor's house. Yeah, you don't get a choice, so... Once you talk to Eric, you have to talk to him to advance the plot. Thankfully, there's not really much else you can do other than do that. And once you talk to Eric, you'll head straight to Neil's cottage, and you will finally meet Neil. It's open, come in! Neil, it's me, Will from South Cape. Oh, Will, you've gotten strong. Are all these people your friends? This person stinks. What do you say? You shouldn't talk like that. There's a wonderful smell in this room, isn't there? Hey, both of you talk pretty harshly. When you're wrapped up in inventing something, you don't care about your appearance. Oh no. I don't think the smell is that bad. Not enough to hate me for it. I've only been wearing these socks for a month. I've only had mine on for 3 weeks. I guess I lose. I can't believe it. I don't want to breathe the same air as him. I've heard enough about my socks. Make yourself at home. You're Will's friends. Welcome. And as you can see, he's really busy here. Seth will be pleased when he sees this invention. And he just says that again. And I can't talk to Kara for some reason. Or Lily, so... It's been about 2 years since we last met, hasn't it? I've invented lots of things since then. The 4 inventions in this room are my best work. Have a look. And you'll want to definitely look at these 4 things. And that's apparently nothing. This is, though. That's a camera. It will burn a copy of a scene onto printing paper. The problem is that it takes almost 30 minutes. Scenery doesn't move, but the photograph of a person means they can't move for 30 minutes. When I use it, the eyes turn bright red like a rabbit's. That's a telescope. You can see stars as if they were in your hand. Those are airplane wings. It's part of a machine that will fulfill man's dream of flying in the air like a bird. The body's too big, and you need a runway to take off, so it's hidden in the desert. That's an oxygen tank. There's air inside. With this, you can breathe underwater, but there's only 1 minute's worth of air inside. Compressing the air will let you stay underwater longer, but I don't know how to do it. He's getting there. Tell me why you came to see me. Will tells Neil about hearing his father's voice and visiting the world's ruins in his search to find the mystic statues. Interesting. I too have some interest in ruins. The ruins Will talked about are scattered over the world, but they have something in common. Drawing a line among the ruins to make a shape that looks like the constellation of Cygnus. Cygnus? That's the Tower of Babel, where Will's father got lost. It's in the middle of the ground painting of the big white bird. There's a new red star below the constellation of Cygnus. That's right, you know a lot. The red star and Cygnus, Will's interest in ruins. Different elements are bound together organically. I don't know if it's by coincidence or by design, but something is going to happen. Fortunately, the Nazca ground paintings are a week's walk east of here. A week's walk? That's fortunate? Go? Well, yeah. Good, it's settled. We're going too. We don't want Will to be the only one having a good time. The group went to the Nazca Desert. So we got some more real-life ruins. The second of which we've seen in the game. And here is Nazca Desert. You may remember it kinda from ActRaiser. Well, guess what? It's here again. The painting of the bird on the ground in the desert. It was a long way, but you did a good job. This is the most famous of the ground paintings, the Condor. Have you ever heard of it? No one knows why ancient people drew pictures like this. Whenever I come here, I'm overwhelmed by the grand scale. You should go see it for yourself. It's scary. I'll stay with Neil. Don't be in such a hurry. Wait for everyone else. Now that we're here, we need to talk to some people. And basically just talk to everybody. And of course you can't go past the borders of this area. The game won't let you. When you look at it this way, it's like the white lines at an athletic event. Maybe the ancient Nazca people ran the 100-yard dash here. And where is Kara going? This is a condor's stomach. If you dig here, you might find eggs. It's a joke. Don't be so serious. You also want to check the corners of this area too. Because you're gonna find something eventually. So we've got Neil, we've got Eric, we've got Kara. All we have left are Lance and Lily. Doesn't there seem to be a pattern in the way the rocks are scattered around? Up until now, all I've done is go to school, study, and play. Sometimes I wonder if my being here isn't all a dream. Though we've talked to everybody so far. There are rocks in this little drawing here. And I know you have to do a little bit of exploring here. I know you had to do a little bit of talking as well. There are the two rocks in the center. And here are the ones that are here in this little corner as well. And this guy wasn't here before. Now that we've pretty much checked a lot of this drawing and talked to everybody. Coo-coo-coo! Hey, come back here. He's not coming back. Yeah, if you explore enough, that guy will pop up and you can actually advance the plot. Everyone will be back here. What's going to happen? It's exciting. It must be great to paint such a huge painting on a natural canvas. He says the same thing. The agents were amazing. I wonder why they made this. We'll talk about it when everyone comes back. The mystic statue that Wilk spoke of is somewhere on this plane? I thought I'd seen the paintings before, but doesn't this condor look like Cygnus? Of course, I hadn't noticed. When we look at it, we see Cygnus, but Asian people probably just saw a condor. Ah, I've got it! Look where the rocks are on the ground. They're positioned like the stars in the constellation of Cygnus. Of course, Cygnus has 9 stars and there are 9 stones. Where is a red star that appeared recently? I want to think it's the tail. I would think it would be at the bottom. Oh, it's not the tail? I'm going to say the left foot. Of course, at the joint of its left foot. Let's check the left foot. And of course, everybody goes to this area right here where the star is supposed to be. Not bad. It's as exciting as inventing something. What an exciting experience. We're working on a puzzle that explorers and archaeologists have never solved. A riddle in a constellation. Kind of romantic. If you press A right here, Will notice that there is a tile buried in the sand. When Will's flute touched it, there was a rumbling sound. And of course everything goes dark. Hey! Something huge is coming down! And as everyone looks at it, Will disappears. We are now right here in the Sky Garden, the second dungeon in the game. There's a strange garden floating in the sky over Nazca. On the ground, Neil and my friends look like tiny ants going back and forth. Could the paintings be an airport for the Sky Garden? So we're basically the second dungeon slash ruins area of the game. And of course you have the moon people here as well. We meet again! Cuckoo! You're a strong boy to have come this far. The Sky Garden is our mode of transportation. There are 4 crystal balls in 4 locations. Find each one in clockwise order. Drop off the clip at the front and back to find the upside down world. Ah. And of course there is a dark portal here where we can save our progress, and we're definitely going to do that here. So we can carry on in the next video. So, join me next time where I start to explore the Sky Gardens. Until then, this is Prince Watercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!